Ooh, it's a lot of people in this mug. But I want to say thank you to God, for our season. Joe know the ups and downs. Everybody know this season was special for the 2025 Bears because RIP Virginia, but we went out there and made some moments this year. And they were special moments, and we can't look forward to causing havoc to the league next year.
Okay, so there was like football a couple days ago, but honestly, who really gives a shit, dude? The Bears weren't playing. Nobody cares. Shout out Bad Bunny. Shout out DJ Moore. Um, so what do we learn about the Bears this week?
Yeah, we learned the Super Bowl would have been way more fun had they been playing in it, because that was not fun to watch. But you know, can't play in them every year. I guess we don't really play in them at all. But hopefully next year, right? They're there. I think from what we learned about the Bears this week, a lot actually, because we did a Pulse of the People. So thank you everybody that submitted in their opinions and thoughts on the team. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys listening and contributing. So we'll actually, I think, turn it over to the recordings that we got. We asked for three questions. So let's roll with the first one. The first one we asked was, what was your favorite moment of the 2025 season? So let's hear it.
Caden Arjun Patel, question one. What was your favorite part of the Bears season?
My favorite part of the Bears season was when we were doing push-ups to help the Packers lose and so the Bears could win more easily, but I don't know how, but it actually kind of still worked.
All right, boys. Here's the answer to your three questions. So the first one, favorite moment of the 2025 season. I feel like most people are going to go with the Packers games. So I'll try to be a little different here. I'll say the Eagles game because that was like the first time where it actually felt like this team was good and we could make a playoff run. There's also a standalone game on national TV, and we got like a couple of days to savor it between Friday and Sunday, so that was nice.
Hi, my name is Finn, and I'm in third grade. My favorite moment in football in 2025 is when Cole Kemet caught the 14-yard pass as from Caleb Williams in the fourth quarter.
I just want to start off by saying that this was probably the most exhilarating and fun Chicago sports season that I've watched since my Cubs won the World Series in 16. It was so much fun, and I already can't wait for next year. But one, my favorite play, Week 16, Bears, Packers, playoffs still on the line. That pass to DJ Moore in OT, I will never forget that play for the rest of my life.
This is Rain Patel answering question number one. What was your favorite moment of the Bears season?
My favorite moment was the past 7 games with their fourth quarter 2-minute comebacks.
Number one, my favorite moment of the 2025 season has to have been the second Bears-Packers game where we took it into overtime at the last minute on the fourth quarter and then absolutely dominated in overtime. I think once we realized we're a fourth quarter team, we really just hooked it up, and it was absolutely incredible.
My favorite moment of the season was DJ Moore's game-winning catch Week 16 against the Packers. One of their many comeback wins of the season against their arch rival that has historically dominated this rivalry. A statement win and announced the Bears as contenders for the NFC North for many years to come.
Before I answer the questions, I have to tell you that I am a very new football fan. I just got into football, so excuse my answers if they're hella basic. But I have to say that my favorite moment from the 2025 season was definitely Caleb Williams' pass to Cole Kmet that tied the game up and made it go into overtime against the Rams in the playoffs. It was insane. I remember that moment exactly, and it's what makes Caleb Williams, the GOAT.
I gotta say, something that maybe doesn't go said enough is the strength and conditioning and the push-ups that the Bears have been doing. So shout out to your kid for highlighting that. I don't know who the strength and conditioning coach of the Chicago Bears is, but shout out to them for leading us to glorious, glorious victories.
No, that was great. You could tell a lot of people's favorite moments there was that hail was the not the Hail Mary, the overtime pass to DJ Moore, which actually you heard in the beginning. That was some award show. I forget what maybe the NFL awards. It was the play of the year. That was the play of the year. So DJ Moore won that, and a lot of our listeners picked that as well. Caden was referring to us doing push-ups at Nicole's house. Shout out Nicole. Every time the
Also,
Bears.
your own strength and conditioning coach.
Yes, and every time we did push-ups, they would seem to do well. So we just kept doing push-ups. It was a fun scene. Do you have a favorite moment?
My favorite moment, I would say the Eagles thing kind of sort of cemented just like this is we are
Hmm.
here to like, yeah, we're here and we're ready to party. I think that just that Komet touchdown was maybe just the craziest moment for me of the whole entire just everything.
So I'm going to separate moment and play because
Yeah.
there's a lot of plays, and I think we talked about a lot of the plays. I guess the moment that I really enjoyed the most of the 2025 season, and this is like moments, were the post-game locker room videos. The good, better, best was my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of the 2025 season. After the Bears win, I could not wait to see the next one. They were just so cool, so authentic, so I don't know, just joyous. They just put you in a good mood. So I would go with the your background actually. It was my favorite moment of the 2025 season was after the Eagles game. We've arrived, we spanked them. Ben Johnson shirtless, good, better, best. That was awesome. I watched that so many times.
Dude, there's just something really cool about a team having fun, man. Like
Yeah.
when the Warriors were just like dancing on everybody all the time, like for that run, it was really like it felt like that's like a team you want to be a part of, you know?
Yeah.
I love that. And it was just so yeah, I love your moments. It's just very nice and very wonderful to have a joyous collection of people that are happy and like
It's great. Look at
yeah.
those faces on the background. They're just having a great time, man.
I might leave this as the background forever and ever on maybe even just work meetings as well. Okay, let's jump to the second question. So, there's things and improvements and directions that we can go. And so we wanted to ask you all, what moves are you hoping the Bears make in the off season? So let's get to question 2.
This is Rain Patel. Question number 2. What can the Bears improve next season?
They could improve. They could improve on their offensive line because like, I mean, they always like, they could like play more cleaner because they always like hold people or something.
This offseason going to be paying a lot of attention to the moves that they make on the defensive side of the ball. Who's going to be playing safety next year? Both of their starting safeties are free agents. Don't know if either of them are coming back. Are Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon going to fully recover from their injuries that kept them out for most of this season? Linebacker TJ Edwards is going to be gone for a while. Tremaine Edmonds is making a lot of money this year. Could possibly look to offload that to pick up some more players. Defensive line, obviously need to improve the pass rush. Probably will look to use it, one of their first round or second round picks here. Left tackle, Ozzie Trapillo is probably going to be out for most of the season. Going to need some help and depth there. And also the receivers. Is DJ Moore still going to be a Bear? Is Cole Kmet still going to be a Bear? Zacchaeus and Duvernay are free agents, most likely not coming back. Obviously, you got Adunze, Burden, Loveland, but the wide receiver pass catcher depth was key for them this year. Hopefully they have that again next year.
The second question, I think I don't really know much about what happens in the off season, since this is my first time watching football first season. I guess I just hope that they kind of get their act together. The Bears get their act together for their defense. I just think they need, you know, a stronger defense would go a long way for them.
Two, what do they need to do? They need to go get a D end, go get one of them big times, big Mad Max, Trey, and re-sign Byard, and maybe Brisk.
Moves I'm hoping the Bears make in the offseason. I really hope we tighten everything up. Specifically, I think we need to tighten the communication between Caleb Williams and the receivers. And once we do, I think we're going to be unstoppable.
Moves to make in the offseason. Also, I think most people are going to say D-line, but I also don't want us to neglect our O-line in free agency. Trapillo's hurt, can be gone most of the next season. Obviously, they don't feel too highly about Braxton Jones or Benedict because we played Jordan McFadden for the first time in that divisional game. So definitely need to make sure we still get O-line depth.
Caden Patel, question number 2. What do you hope they change next year?
I hope what changes is the defense because like the defense is it's not very like good. It's kind of bad. It's kind of like we don't have good defense, so I hope we get more defense, better defense.
You know, I gotta say the directness of some of these listeners is really something I am gonna take from this and being direct about what needs to be corrected.
Yeah, I think Caden just said defense a bunch of times, providing no real substance behind it. So I would have liked a little bit more from that, but maybe we'll coach him up next time.
I do want to just a quick shout out. So one of the voices you heard is Shaswat, who I met in an improv class last year, and this is legitimately his first year like watching and like
That's
enjoying
great.
football. Kind of crazy. This shit's going
Dude, he
down.
picked a hell of a year to follow the Bears. He must think this team's exciting every year. Like he did not see this a year ago. He should go back and listen to some of our old podcasts. It'd be depressing, you know.
I know we've talked about it a lot. I mean, you know, as we've kind of been separated from the season a little bit, has your sort of feelings about where the Bears sort of off-season move wise has anything shifted for you?
Not since we last spoke. I mean, the people that submitted their takes. I mean, they're all right. In every capacity. It just depends on what they're going to prioritize. I think people talked about the defensive line depth. Definitely, the defensive tackle position specifically, I think is more of a need than defensive end, to be honest. Now you are getting Shamar Turner back, who was, a third round pick, I think. He didn't really play at all. So you're getting that guy back. See what he can do. And Dio didn't really play a ton. Um, I know people have kind of written him off, but they spent a lot of money on Dio, right? They're spending a lot of money on Sweat. They've spent some money on Grady Jarrett. Like they've invested money into this. I don't know if they're going to invest another, $70 million into Trey Hendrickson or Max, plus draft capital. They might just draft, right? And Sagar brought up a good point too with the left tackle position. They obviously didn't trust Theo or Braxton to play left tackle in a playoff game, right? They moved Joe Tooney, all pro guard, protector of the year, Joe Tooney, to left tackle because they didn't want to do that. So that leads me to believe, why would you start a season with either? I mean, maybe they feel Braxton, is the guy and they'll sign him to a cheap 1-year deal, but that's also a legitimate concern. So I think if I'm hoping the Bears in the offseason draft all defense on the defensive side of the ball, and I wouldn't be opposed to them signing like a Trey Hendrickson or something like that to also help. But I just don't think that's realistic. I think they're going to build through the draft, going all defense with the young guys.
Yeah. 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 It's cool. I mean, yeah, we're in this. There's some nice little fine tuning here and there. And as you were talking about, like, Braxton Jones maybe being there, I imagine some competition would be nice to at least light fires under people's butts
Yeah.
to kind of, figure out who truly is supposed to be the person in the position. Okay, so the last question we asked you all is, how are you feeling about the future of the Chicago Bears? We kind of got a little taste of just kind of in our own little conversations that the vibes are probably on the up and up.
I'm guessing the Kool-Aid's going to be passed out here.
So let's discover how we feel about where this team is headed. And hopefully not Gary, Indiana.
My outlook on the Bears is generally positive. Ben Johnson, great hire. He did a great job this year. Caleb took lots of strides as a starting quarterback in this league. He's got room to improve for sure, but at least he's got the talent and athleticism to take over games, which is all you can really ask for someone who plays the quarterback position. It'll be interesting to see what their record will be next year. It's going to be difficult to sustain success with as many comeback wins as they had this year. The NFC North isn't the easiest division. Lions might rebound. The Packers will obviously still be there. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how successful they are that next year. But, I don't think the city of Chicago has been this excited about the Bears in a very long time.
And I feel about the future of the Bears. I feel good. Next year's opponents, we have a first place schedule, but we play the, you know, AFC East and then the NFC South, two not incredibly strong divisions. We obviously have to deal with our own division, but feeling pretty good. Probably like a 7 out of 10. All right, thanks. Bye.
I am so excited about the future of the Chicago Bears. I'm very hopeful. One, I think now that we have our spirit and momentum back, I think the city's energy is going to carry the team. And I really, really hope we stay in Illinois. In a dream world, we'd stay at Soldier, but if it has to be Arlington Heights, then it has to be Arlington Heights, as long as we don't move to Indiana.
How do you feel about the Chicago Bears?
I forgot to say like Chirag Patel.
Okay, Narja Patel, question number 3. How do you feel about the Chicago Bears?
I feel like okay because the defense is bad and the offense is pretty good. So I guess they're okay because half and half, right? Because defense is not so good, like I said in the other question, and offense is pretty good. It's okay, yeah. So I think it will be okay.
This is Rain Patel, question 3. How do you feel about the Bears' future?
Well, to be honest, if they draft some good people, I think they might make it to the Super Bowl.
And I think finally, what do I think about the future of the Bears? I am fucking excited about the future of the Bears. I mean, as a new football fan, I find it to be really crazy that the Bears did so well this season because I got into the game. I watched the first game, the Bears versus the Cowboys, and that's the game that made me really get interested in football because I watched it live. And we weren't really doing that well that season. And everyone told me, oh, you're a Bears fan now. Well, get ready for being always disappointed. And boom, like 2 months later, we're like in the playoffs. Crazy, crazy, crazy season. So I've started at a high. I hope the future only keeps going higher. We have an amazing team, amazing coach. And I just cannot wait to see us reach. I can't wait to get to the Super Bowl. I'm sure we're going to get there in the next 3 years, I'd say. Yeah.
And 3, I'm the highest on this Bears team and their future that I've ever been as a Chicago Bears fan, period. Lone Star Daddy, out.
It does. Sorry, there's a dog that's being trying to leave the room.
Oh, careful.
This does seem like Kool-Aid has been drunk heavily.
Yeah, I mean, what do we say on this show? We said it, almost every episode. Don't feel bad about being happy about your team, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're a fan. Be happy during the happy times because you're going to be sad during the sad times. So, might as well enjoy it. Enjoy the good stuff. So it's been a great season. I've talked to some other fans. They're like, oh man, that playoff loss must have. I'm like, yeah, it did. It sucked that when it happened, I was sad. But like, I don't have anything but like fondness when I think of the last season. Like I smile when I think about it because it was just so much fun to watch every game, So can't wait for September.
Yeah, the joy side, it's just really cool, just in these reflections and just kind of talking to people, just everyone being like, yeah, this is kind of the first time it's felt good in a really long time. I mean, specifically, it's nice to see that Dustin's mental state
Yeah.
elevated. You know, it was pretty rough at the beginning of this season, and as we've, I think he was our first. After the first episode, we had a nice little sad reflection from him. So to see him sort of wiggle his way out from the depths makes me feel good, and maybe one
There
of
you
my
go.
happier
Yeah.
moments of the season, if I'm answering the first question, is
Dustin's mental health.
Dustin's mental health has improved, and he is now out of the cave and out of the darkness and towards the light. So Dustin, I'm really, happy for you, buddy.
We're all happy, Dustin. We're all happy that you're happy.
I just want to give a shout out to everyone that submitted. Rayan, Caden, Shaswat, Finn, Dustin, Sagar, Vishal, Matthias. I think I named everyone. Raiden, Caden, Finn, Dustin, Matthias, Shaswat, Vishal, Sagar. I think that's everybody. Thank you all very much
Got
for
him.
doing this. We love getting to hear your insights. We, spend a lot of time talking about our feelings, and so it's really cool to get a nice little pulse of what you all are, peopling about. So that's great. Thank you all very much for
Thank you.
submitting that. Where can we listen to you? Where can we read you, hear you, all that good
Yeah,
stuff?
so we're still gonna do Bears on Tap over the off season. Actually have Chicago Bears fan and draft expert Jacob Infante coming on Bears on Tap next week. If you're familiar with his work, he's always fun to listen to. Come check us out there. You can find all my my on tap Sportsnet articles at my X at smpatel06. Yeah, catch me there.
Hell yeah. I do improv, and I am doing some improv shows this week. Tuesday, which is whatever day you're listening to it's either today or yesterday or right now. Tuesday, Feb 10th at 7:30, I'll be performing with my team Slugs at the Bug House Theater in Chicago. And then Wednesday, February 11th, I will be performing at the Logan Square Improv with another team of mine, me and Zazzle, at 9 o'clock at the Bug House. So Tuesday, 7:30, or 9 o'clock at Logan Square Improv on Wednesday. So Tuesday, 7:30 at the Bug House. Wednesday, 9 o'clock at the Logan Square Improv. It is Improv Central. We appreciate you all for submitting, listening, being a part of this little project that we have that's growing and building, and we hope to continue to bring y'all that heat over the course of the off season as minor little moves and adjustments keep happening, and hope the good times stay floating for the Bears.
We'll bring back that audacity of hope.
For Samir Patel, I'm Chirag Rathod. We are the Bears in the Neighborhood, your weekly insight into the Chicago Bears in under 30 minutes, and we will catch you all next week.
Thank you guys again.